Let's move on to some of the questions from our viewers. We have a viewer from Appleton who wants to know what the legislature is doing, if anything, on Uber-related issues. This viewer thinks it might be effectively a ban that the legislature is considering, and thinks that we should be expanding or providing for more expansion on the part of Uber. And so maybe we can start by telling our viewers what Uber is and how the issue is presented in the legislature. Who wants to take a run at that? Senator Dibble.
Well, Uber is one of these new kinds of taxi cabs, for lack of a better term. They're called transportation network companies, TNCs, and basically an individual can work with a company like Uber. Lyft is another one, use their own car, and through a cell phone app find out who needs a lift, and then goes through GPS. They look at their little routing and go find the person, pick them up, and take them where they need to go. Everything is paid for electronically through the app, and so it's a variation on a taxi service without the taxi company per se. People supply their own car and go around and get people where they need to go. It's another expression for it is car sharing, but it's really not car sharing in the classic sense.
And there's some controversy about this because, as I understand it, there's some legislation pending in the legislature to deal with this question. Am I right about that?
Yeah, the issue is the level of insurance and when exactly. Well, people's private auto insurance really doesn't cover them when they're using their car for a commercial purpose, and so. What level of commercial insurance should they have? Should Uber or Lyft provide that insurance? Should they provide it for themselves? And what should the level of coverage be? And the concern was, were the coverage levels too high so as to really knock folks out from being able to really afford to engage in this kind of business? And I think what we've done in the House and the Senate is we've brought that level of coverage down to a place where it's reasonable. It pretty much replicates what Minneapolis's ordinances provide for, but now it provides for that on the state level. California and some other states have provided kind of a guidepost for what seems reasonable.
Well, and I think someone that's writing from Appleton, I mean, that's in our neck of the woods. And so I think that's sort of an interesting expression because you typically think of Uber in the more urban settings, but I know there's a lot of interest out by us to figure out ways in which it would work. I think it's great because we find new ways and innovative ways to do things. I think I agree with you, Senator, that as industries like this grow, there's questions that come out of it, and how do you deal with things that didn't really apply before. So I haven't seen the work that's been done on the insurance, but from what I'm hearing from you, it sounds like it's probably going in the right direction.
It sounds like it's a good policy discussion. We're coming to some compromise.
Well, I think one thing is that, as Senator Dibble alluded to, the personal auto policy has an exclusion under the delivery clause. So people need to understand where their insurance stops and where it starts. But it's my understanding that either late Tuesday or early Wednesday morning that Uber nationwide had made an agreement with the insurance industry on the levels and that it's going to be a national, they're going to do it nationally. And as I understand, the limits would be in phase one would be the 5,130, and then in phase two and phase three, they agreed at a $1.5 million limit. However, that's Uber, and Lyft is still, Uber and Lyft are part of that bill. Mm-hmm. So the bill would still need to go forward in order to have the Lyft coverage in the statute. So,
and the phases is referring to as the stage of the ride, like when you get the call, when you pick the person up, or there's these different phases.
And that's right, because there was some controversy about the claim was that the coverage requirements were too high for the risk in the very early stages when the call is made, and that coverage may be more appropriate as the ride is actually given.
Exactly.
All right. Well, very good. So stay tuned. There'll be more discussion about this.